If y'all love black people, like this, comment, and share it if y'all love black people.
That is not what body positivity is about. Yes, it includes things you can't control, like, I don't know, a birthmark or a scar or something. But it also includes fat bodies, which you seem to hate. You said you can't uncut yourself? Guess what, baby? Neither can I. I have many more of those. I was told my whole life that my fat body wasn't deserving of life. So guess what? I tried to take it a few times. Claiming that you care about someone's health is ableist. No one owes you health, and no one needs to be healthy for you to respect them or be kind to them. In the same way that you wouldn't go to someone who's missing a leg and tell them that you don't think that they're healthy because their leg is gone, is the same thing you shouldn't do when someone's fat. You shouldn't comment on their health because of how their body looks.
So the general consensus was that everyone was really excited about having a Discord server. So over the weekend, I created it and it is now linked in my bio. Just some background info on what this is. I wanted to create a safe, inclusive space for people to come and talk who are also on journeys towards self-love, body positivity, healing our relationships with food, and overall wellness. This is not a weight loss centered Discord. There are other ones out there. This is just not the point of this one. Weight loss sometimes comes along with healing your relationship with food, but for some, that's not the goal. And for me, that's not really my goal. So yeah, I'm really excited. Please join, and I'm so excited to meet you guys. I'm just excited.
Intersectional feminism. It advocates for groups that aren't women more than it does women. Whiteness is demonized, and white women are talked over. The more niche of an identity you are, the more valued your opinion is.
Sweetheart, honey bunches, oh darling, you were never an intersectional feminist in the first place. See, because a real intersectional feminist, as a cis white woman, does not get mad when she enters a space created by and for women of color and trans women, and then has to actually sit down and shut up and listen to us speak. See, you walked into that space with your white privilege britches up too damn high, and you expected us to let you tell us what our problems were. And now you're mad because you didn't get what you wanted. Have a nice day now.
If you hear one thing today, I hope it's this. If you get blood work done by your doctor and it comes out perfectly and your doctor's still recommending weight loss for your health, it might be time to get a new doctor. Weight doesn't indicate health.
All the people who've never experienced medical fat phobia firsthand, I just wanted to show you the following clip to give you a little insight on what the standard of care is for treating fat people in America.
I'm sure Dr. Laishan has mentioned this to you before, but you should think about gastric bypass. You're at a good age for it.
I'm sorry, think about what?
Getting bariatric surgery for your weight. It's not healthy, and that might be the most realistic solution.
Okay, but we didn't do like any blood work or anything today. Isn't that something that maybe you should look at before you recommend a major surgery?
I don't need to do blood work to know that your overall health will be improved by losing weight. It's just a fact.
Okay. Well, I'm not interested in the surgery. Okay. Have a good day.
And that is the rule, not the exception.
A serious question to ask everybody. If you are fat, why?
I have a question for men. Why do you guys still talk?
Hey there, hi, my name is Mercury. I'm the trans maintenance lady. And have you ever been glammed up looking really fine, and then all of a sudden you're ready to go out and the toilet gets clogged, but you don't want to get everything on your beautiful dress? Well, don't you worry, I have a secret that's going to help you out. Now get a regular garbage bag and put a hole on one side of it. Take your plunger and run it through that hole. Now, cover your toilet with the bag and the plunger inside it. When you go to plunger it, now the water's not going to splash at you. Every once in a while, you can check underneath the plastic to make sure the job is getting done. And remember, you can look good and get the job done at the same time. Don't listen to anybody. You are beautiful just the way you are, and I'm happy you're getting the job done. I'll talk to you later.
What's going on in your uterus? Get you some vitamin C tablets and take like...
Okay, so I didn't know it was like that common for just points to go over people's heads, specifically doctors, for women of color. But now I'm seeing how just blatant it is. Or when it goes over their head, half the time it's on purpose because they're going to speak down to the woman. Firstly, in her video, she said, "Did you miss your period?" The eye movement is talking about pregnancy. Then you said it went on, ah! Stop it, please. And then he went on to talk down to her and say that it doesn't really improve or stop periods. Dropping some statistic that was like 0 in 4 women, which is clearly condescending and comes from nothing. And I hate that I have to make this extremely obvious. She was talking about the latest fetus. She wasn't talking about periods. I was listening, were you? Also, while I would like to tag the creator that was in the original video, he forgot to tag her. In my book, that's not classy, that's trashy. Especially when you get over 1 million views on that video and you don't credit them at all. That's an issue. I'm guessing as a doctor, you know the importance of citing your sources.
I just want to check my light skin privilege real quick because this comment is so true. The way that comment section passed the vibe check, despite the fact that I was being unapologetically black and I told y'all, unless you're an anti-racist white person, get to stepping, it definitely shows how me being light-skinned makes me more palatable to the white community. Because I don't know where her at is, but if you guys know who I'm talking about, please drop her at. This one dark-skinned black girl literally came up on this app and said she simply can't trust white people. She doesn't like them. You guys know very well black people are completely justified, all people of color are completely justified when it comes to not liking white people until they're proving themselves to be anti-racist. Like, you guys know the historical context, you know the history. Until proven to be anti-racist, white people just simply can't be trusted. You guys know this. But of course, since she was a dark-skinned black woman saying it, she was met with so much white fragility in the comments. So much hate and racism in her comments. Mind you, she doesn't even speak passionately like I do, yet was still perceived as aggressive and threatening.
So this godforsaken app decided to recirculate a video that went viral a couple weeks ago where I've been getting a ton of troll comments from toxic men. So I decided I'd take a little bit of time to summarize a lot of the comments that I've been getting. 1, men honestly believe that because they have muscle, or they go to the gym, or they played a sport or two, that they know more about the human body than I do. This is literally why I've been in grad school for so long. So I can be taken as seriously as a Chad who claims that he bench pressed 300 pounds in high school. 2, men equate physical strength with your capacity for violence. I think a lot of men go to the gym and get stronger because they want to have a higher capacity for violence. Sometimes it's just a perceived capacity. They want to be intimidating to the men around them, but also to their female partners. Either directly through domestic violence, or indirectly through just being intimidating and letting their partner know that he could hurt her if he really wanted to. Men also don't want women to be strong for the same reason. They think that if we get physically stronger, we're going to be violent towards them the way that they have been towards us. I've personally experienced this. Men have been scared that I will beat them up for no reason. I've literally never used violence to solve anything as an adult. 3, men will cling so tightly to their superiority over women that they will deny science, blatantly. The most common tactic that I saw in these comments is just the constant moving of goalposts. If I make a point, cite my sources, they move on to another point. If I'm talking about the average man and woman, they move over to world records. And it seems they have some sort of claim over these men that are lifting these crazy amounts of weight. Kind of the way that men tend to cling to sports teams in a really weird way. Like, Kyle, that's not your team. You're not actually on the field. You haven't picked up a football since the 8th grade. Calm down. Those accomplishments of those really strong men are not something to be proud of, especially when men being strong is something that has harmed a lot of women all over the world. And lastly, I think one of the most harmful things in these comments is that you can clearly see how many men have actually thought about harming women. There were dozens of comments of men just creating scenarios where they would beat up a woman or they would threaten me directly, just for insinuating that a woman could be stronger than them. All in all, I don't want anyone to ever say not all men on my page again. If you are a man, you are responsible for changing the minds of these toxic men. Your silence is literally violence. And as a side note, I think this has completed my journey on the pansexual to lesbian pipeline.